Hi guys, this is Raghav from Headphone Zone. In today's video, I have been asked to talk about some of my favorite headphones from our incredible collection that we have here at Headphone Zone. And I get asked so many times every day what my favorite headphones are, and I've made a couple of different videos talking about this in the past as well. I don't really have any one favorite headphone. In fact, I don't even think I have three favorite headphones. There are so many headphones that I absolutely love listening to, and I tend to pick them up depending on the kind of music I'm listening to, what kind of a mood I'm in, and where I'm listening to music. Depending on the situation, depending on the kind of music I'm listening to, I tend to have a few favorite headphones that I go back to again and again, and in today's video we're going to list them out. Alright guys, so if this video had to have one headphone to start with, it had to be this one. This is the Meze Audio Empyrean Elite. For those of you who know me and watched my videos, you guys know that I absolutely loved the Meze Empyrean, and the Empyrean Elite is everything I loved about the Empyrean but just better. Meze Audio is a beautiful boutique manufacturer of headphones from Romania. All their headphones are absolutely stunning, they're beautifully well designed. But what I absolutely love about the Empyrean Elite, it's the most comfortable headphone to listen to for long hours on end. So of course I'm not going to go around recommending a 3 lakh rupee headphone to everyone around me, but I do recommend though, and I still recommend these heavily, it's the Meze 99 Classics. This was my first serious headphone that I got maybe 5 or 6 years back, and I've been using this particular Meze 99 Classics all the way since then. I usually pair it along with my Chord Mojo, which is a really nice beautiful portable DAC and amp. Alright, coming up next, my favorite Stax electrostatic headphones. This is the flagship 009S from Stax. I absolutely love them. It's really hard for me to describe what an electrostatic headphone sounds like even after all these years. Those of you who've experienced these on one of our Headphone Connect events or right here at Experience Studio, you guys know what I'm talking about. The level of precision, detail, clarity, speed, it's just indescribable on a Stax. And the greatest headphone, the 009S, is what I absolutely love listening to. Another very special headphone that I have no qualms recommending to everybody out there is this. This is the Stax L300. It's the most affordable electrostatic headphone from Stax. For less than 60,000 rupees, you have a headphone, the L300, and an amplifier, the 252S, that come together as a bundle. The bundle is called the SRS 3100. It's the most affordable way of getting your hands on an electrostatic setup, and one that I recommend to absolutely everyone. One of my favorite headphone brands out there is Audeze from America. I absolutely love this brand. I love their headphones and I love the people behind the brand. And the flagship from Audeze is this right here, the Audeze LCD 5. For less than 4 lakh rupees, it's not cheap, but it's absolutely phenomenal. It is simply put one of the greatest headphones ever made by man anywhere. So it's no wonder it's on my list of favorite headphones as well. I have this around in my listening room. It's quite comfortable to wear, which is very unusual for an Audeze. This particular Audeze is very comfortable, very lightweight. It sounds full-bodied, phenomenally detailed, really layered and nuanced. It's all the things that you would expect from an absolute top-of-the-line headphone. The Audeze LCD2 Classics. 10 years ago, this was the headphone that really kicked off the journey for Audeze, that really built the brand. And it is, even now, after all these years, the most affordable and, to me, one of my favorite Audezes of all time. For 60,000 rupees, what you're getting is everything that Audeze is known for. Warm, full-bodied bass, a tremendous amount of detail, and quite literally a life-transforming moment when you put these headphones on and listen to your favorite soundtrack. Focal are one of the world's greatest manufacturers of loudspeakers, and they've got some phenomenal headphones. The first generation Focal Utopia at an eye-watering 3 lakh rupee price point was just an earth-shattering headphone that decimated everybody else out there. But it had some problems. It never made it to my favorite list, but this, the newest iteration, which is the Focal Utopia 2022, at another eye-watering price point of 4 lakh rupees, is definitely on my list of my favorite headphones. As you would expect from a high-end French manufacturer, this is an absolutely stunningly beautifully designed headphone. It looks gorgeous. They use only the highest quality leather on these headphones. They're very, very comfortable to listen to. And for me, what makes these headphones special is the incredible amount of detail and nuance that you can put into a high-end headphone. And paired along with the right amplifier and DAC, it's quite literally up there with all the other flagships, if not better than most of them. This, to me, is one of the best Focal headphones for anybody out there wanting to get their hands on a beautifully crafted headphone for everyone. The Focal Radiance. This has been made in collaboration with Bentley. You have a beautiful Bentley branding on the headphone as well as in the carry case. True to the brand, they've used very high quality materials, very, very subtle, easy to wear headphones. And the best part, they're closed back and relatively easy to drive. Focal has made these headphones imagining that people are going to be able to put this into their backpack, put this into their laptop bags, and carry them everywhere, on flights, on planes. They should be able to walk around with these headphones on, and that's making a huge statement. Again, some of you who know me know I'm a big history buff, and especially when it comes to the history of headphones, one of the most iconic headphones ever made is this, the Sennheiser HD650. Axel Grell, the sound engineer to Sennheiser, who first developed the very first audiophile headphone, the 600, and its iteration, the next generation improvement, the HD650. It's got a very, very important place in the audiophile journey that we've all been on over the last few years. This easily is one of the greatest headphones made from Sennheiser. They're very affordable, especially by this video standard, certainly at 25,000 rupees. Everybody who's owned a pair of HD650 will tell you that they can have headphones which are running into the lakhs. But when they want to listen to comforting, easy music listening sessions, something that just feels like a warm hug, the Sennheiser HD650 almost always is the headphone that they tend to go to and listen to. This is the Campfire Audio Cascade. Most of you may know Campfire Audio as an American brand famous for making really high-end IEMs like the Andromeda and the Solaris. They made one headphone, and this is the one, the Cascade. Now, the Cascade is not the most technical, not the most revealing, not the most detailed. Hell, it's not even the greatest sounding headphone by any audiophile standard. But there's one thing I absolutely love the Campfire Audio Cascade for, and that's the bass. It's a superb, fun sounding headphone, has a reasonably wide soundstage, a lot of detail in there. For a bass heavy headphone, I don't think I've heard anything quite like this. Okay, so my IEM collection has also grown quite a bit over the years. We've got quite a few different IEMs that I use these days. And all of them I think are special for me for different reasons. I'm going to tell you what my top picks from my IEM collection are, my absolute favorite in-ears out there. All right, number one, and this is not cheap, it's the Noble Audio Sultan. I absolutely love Noble Audio as a brand. They're so beautifully crafted, they look phenomenal, and they've got a very distinct sound signature that sounds detailed, technical, and yet fun. There's so many IEMs out there that aren't fun. There are a lot of things, but they aren't fun. Noble Audio makes IEMs that are fun. And my favorite IEM is the Sultan. It was the flagship. It was made a couple of years back. It's phenomenal. It's got so many different kinds of driver types that itself would need a video on its own. But I would say if I had to pick one IEM from my entire collection, the Sultan would be it. Now this is a slightly different IEM from the Sultan. It's not as fun, but it's a great all-rounder IEM. It does everything well. To me, from the entire 64 audio lineup, you have some eye-watering flagship IEMs like the TR Forte and the U18T, but I really find myself coming back to the U12T because I genuinely believe for the price of just over a lakh, what you get is probably a great all-rounder IEM. And if you get the U12T, it's just literally one earphone that does everything. So you never feel like you're missing out or you need to get another one. And for that reason, I would say that this is one of my favorite picks. All right, so here's a little secret, okay? I'm never going to admit this out there in public, but I'll do it on YouTube. One of my favorite IEM brands is FiiO. Now, I know that FiiO is not known for their IEMs, they're known for making some insane high-res audio players, but I genuinely believe that whatever IEMs FiiO has made are phenomenal value for money. It's incredible what these guys are able to churn out at such incredibly affordable price points, giving you the sound that I think would cost you several times the price from some more well-established IEM brands. And there are two IEMs from FiiO that I absolutely love. I'm holding them in my hand. They're both priced right now for less than 20,000 rupees, which in my opinion makes them so affordable that almost everyone who's entering into the hobby should be able to get them. It's the first planar magnetic in-ear monitor done at this price point and done so well. I don't think I can think of any other IEM that started a trend quite like this did, and since then you've got so many planar magnetic IEMs that have come out, but the OG was the 7Hz timeless. It's just started this craze this year where everyone's got to have a planar magnetic IEM. And I still think for that reason, this is a very special IEM. I can't deny it. It's beautifully tuned. It's so well balanced, great bass. And for 20,000 rupees, a planar magnetic IEM that sounds this good, this had to be on my collection. Another planar magnetic IEM, it's just kind of been this entire hype train of planar magnetic IEMs that has led us over here from CCA. It's a beautiful planar magnetic IEM, sounds very, very good. But you're not gonna believe the price. This is less than 4,000 rupees for a planar magnetic in-ear monitor. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I can't even believe in one video I'm talking about headphones that cost 4 lakhs and then headphones that cost 4,000 rupees. But that's how legendary these earphones are. I have recommended these earphones to so many friends and family, and so many friends of mine who are professional musicians use these as in-ear monitors on stage and they swear by them. Why? Because they fit into your ears literally like a glove. It's so comfortable to wear and the sound is phenomenal. For 15,000 rupees, these are, and probably will remain for quite some time, my favorite earphones of all time. Now, Etymotic Research as a brand is not really an audiophile's favorite in-ear monitor brand. These guys are super geeky, super technical, and their in-ear monitors reflect the way that they think. This in-ear monitor is a single dynamic driver. It costs less than 10,000 rupees. They look incredibly intrusive, and that's because they are. They go all the way into your ears with these triple flange ear tips, quite literally going deeper than any other in-ear monitor has ever gone. And for a long time, I genuinely believed that these were the flattest sounding earphones that anybody could get. This was the reference. I think since then things have changed, but what is undeniable is that these, even today, serve as a reference point for every other in-ear monitor to be tuned in any way. I'm going to tell you what my favorite in-ear monitor from that entire collection is. And it's not Chinese. It's from Japan. It's from Final Audio, and the earphone is the Final E1000. For the price of less than 2,000 rupees, I genuinely think that the Final Audio earphones may not be the most technical, may not be the bass heaviest, may not even be the most revealing by standard audiophile terms. So a lot of people don't notice the fact that the Final Audio IEMs to me are just the most beautiful all-around package. They're very, very well built. They're incredibly comfortable. None of the frequencies are too exaggerated. You'll find that it's superbly well balanced, and therefore you can wear them for hours on end. And for the fact that it's not a Chinese brand, they've got a much higher standard to live up to. The Japanese craftsmanship, the attention to detail that Final Audio has put into these earphones, I think makes it a winner. But if you really want my honest recommendation for what I think everyone should get, instead of the Final E1000, by spending just a little bit more money, the Final E3000 is probably my favorite IEM from this entire lineup. Again, very, very comfortable, very easy to listen to, something that you can wear for hours on end. But the E3000, unlike the E1000, now has a full metal body. It's superbly well built. You could quite literally throw this from the balcony and it would land without a dent on it. It's built to be used as an everyday earphone, something you can carry everywhere. And now they've just tweaked the sound signature a little bit to make it a little bit more treble heavy, a little bit more bass heavy. There's a little bit of an extension out there, so it's a lot more fun to listen to. Okay, as a special mention, I had to talk about this earphone. These are my favorite true wireless earbuds that I'm using right now. Again, from Final Audio, the ZE3000. It's a true wireless earbud that the company released last year. I use these every day while I'm on a run, when I'm doing yoga, when I'm working out. It's the best sounding true wireless earbud I have heard, period. This is no secret, okay? Anyone who's been watching my videos over some time will know that I'm a huge fan of the Chord Mojo and then the Chord Mojo 2. This is a portable DAC and amp, one I plug into my laptop or my phone. I use this along with virtually every headphone that I have, every IEM that I have. It's the one device that I refuse to listen to music without. It sounds phenomenal. It makes everything sound phenomenal. And for that reason, I absolutely have to recommend this to everyone. At home, along with my speakers, I use this. This is the Chord Qutest. It's the Chord Mojo's big brother in some senses, but really uses very similar technology. Sounds very, very, very good, at least to me. I'm a huge fan of the way that Chord Electronics' DACs sound. The Qutest is a very simple DAC. It's got no bells and whistles. Takes a very simple digital input via USB or optical and spits out an analog output via RCA. And I plug these directly to my speakers and it makes my speakers sing. One of my favorite headphone amplifier brands out there is Burson Audio from Melbourne, Australia. They make some phenomenal headphone amplifiers, and I genuinely believe that they're some of the nicest built amplifiers anywhere. They look phenomenal, they're beautiful to hold and have, and the most affordable product is this, the Burson Audio Playmate 2. For less than 50,000 rupees, what you're getting is a beautifully crafted, well-built headphone amplifier. I tend to use this with all my mid-sized headphones and they all are driven perfectly well. They sound beautiful along with this amplifier. This also has an inbuilt DAC, but I tend to use it along with an external DAC, something like the Chord Qutest, and I connect to it via an RCA connection, and this makes the headphones really sing. So, one of my favorite R2R DACs is coming from a slightly unexpected corner. You'll find them right here in my desktop amp and DAC stack. This is the HiFiMAN EF400. Yeah, HiFiMAN also makes R2R DAC, guys. Didn't know that. But the EF400 is a R2R DAC and a headphone amplifier in an incredible package that sounds just phenomenal, but at a price point of less than 50,000 rupees. I couldn't believe it the first time I heard it. I love the fact that the R2R DAC is superbly well implemented. It sounds beautiful, organic, just the way an R2R DAC should. But the EF400 completes the package in a beautiful headphone amplifier that just about drives every HiFiMAN out there except maybe the Suswara. Now, how do you get that R2R goodness in a portable form factor, something that you can slip into your pocket and carry with you everywhere to listen to your IEMs with? That's this. This is the Cayin RU6. It's an R2R DAC, that's right, in a tiny little form factor that you can quite literally put into a smartphone and carry with you everywhere and plug your IEMs into. For less than 20,000 rupees, it's insane what you get with this. So if I have to end this video with a very special product, that's this, the Astell&Kern XB10. This is a Bluetooth DAC and amp from Astell&Kern, which some would say is the world's greatest audiophile brand, making some of the greatest high-res audio players money can buy. And they made a portable DAC and amp that connects to your phone via Bluetooth for less than 3,000 rupees. It's just incredible. Alright guys, this is one long list of products, and I know that there are a lot of headphones that I've spoken about, and the fact is that I love all of them. Some of them because they're just phenomenal with what they can do, they sound incredible, and some of them because for the price you're paying, you get so much value out of it that they are absolutely steals. So some headphones I like to listen to just for my own pure listening pleasure, sometimes because it's just an indulgence. But some headphones you really want to recommend to friends, family, people around you, and you know that they're affordable, so this is something that you have no qualms recommending to everybody out there. The honest truth is that all of these headphones serve a very specific purpose. They're all useful for something that I'm looking for, something I'm craving in the music. If I'm listening to music that fits a particular mood, then there's invariably one headphone that I tend to go for, one particular kind of IEM that I go for. And if I'm in a different mood and I'm listening to music that's of a very different genre, I tend to pick up something different. So there's really no secret formula out there for Raghav's favorite headphones, but I think with this video, you'll get an honest insight into what kind of headphones I tend to listen to out here in our listening group. All right, guys, with that, signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to having you listen to some of these headphones, either at the Experience Studio right here in Mumbai, so come by, say hi if you're in the neighborhood, or at a Headphone Connect event that's happening near you. We're doing a lot of shows across the country, and I'm sure there'll be one that's happening close by. So come by, say hi, and let's listen to some headphones together.